silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Ready, break. Eagle blue. Ready, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them and to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
This one caught by Winslow. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, That clock has been sped up.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Hiking 18. 70 Lions.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
60 Wildcat, 60 Wildcat, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
White. 6, Madden.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
38.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Patterson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, They know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
19 Lions. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyquan Thornton, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
79 Bronco.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hurt. Right there. Right. Hook.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check that. Street. Hustle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now back to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Ready. Black Ultra. Drill green. Fury. Yellow. Red. Yellow.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Red cycle. Needle blue. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hut.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A very solid gain of 27.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Steel, black. White, white. Ready.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 36 yards. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hustle.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here we go. Here we go. 6. Mega. Ready, go.
They go play action here on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fly blue. Go pink.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Smash red. Blue striker. Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Go.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him
Here
up.
we go.
If you're going to commit to doubling a back,
Real green.
you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Warriors 70. Say, hey.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On the set.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go street. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Yellow. Ultra. Ultra. Red. Yellow. Red. Cycle. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready,
Set to
ready.
begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The slot man in motion right.
Green jacket. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
10 cycle. Fight. 97. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out of the gun now on third down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The pitch comes to Sanders. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On the double.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
6, mega. Drill 52.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They'll look to throw here. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Yeah, that is caught. It's Winslow. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown, and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Quad red. Yellow, blue. Black ultra. Red.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Green.
So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Hey, blue. Red.
He'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Go!
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
19 tight. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Cards are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, That's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Black shot. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets this to Thornton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And he's got it. That's cuffed for a Ram touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
80. Hey, smash.
Slot man moves right.
Buffalo 18. Take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash, check smash.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Blaster, 6. Bang.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one caught by Winslow. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ready, ready. Steel, black. White, white. Yellow,
The
go.
slot man in motion right. Second and 3. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little. It looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A., they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.